It's the Whoa Show.
Saturday morning.
It's Saturday. Can you believe
Saturday morning.
top of the Saturday morning?
Saturday morning.
Is that your Irish accent?
I don't know. I don't want to say it's Irish because I don't want to offend anybody that might be Irish, and they're like, "That's not an Irish accent."
Oh, that was more of a Scottish accent, right?
See,
there.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know. What's
sounded
funny?
a little bit like Shrek.
Well, I did my 23andMe years ago, and I came back like 40-something%. Oh, you all right?
A case just fell. One of my magic cases just fell over. I
no.
I thought that was it. I'm like, they're coming to get me.
I think that's how you or I will die one day because of a large Pelican case, I'm afraid.
Yes. What's funny is I have right here in front of me, I have a Pelican case. And when you open it, there's 2 other Pelican cases inside it.
For those of you that
Russian dolls of
hold on, some people I've learned, Taylor, not everybody knows what Pelican cases are.
Look, without even moving, I'll grab one.
Right, there you go.
On video.
Right. So Pelican cases are these massive, indestructible.
You can drive a car over these things.
Yeah, you can throw them in the water. They're watertight. They're airtight. They're mil-spec. That's what the military uses.
Which means that TSA can only kind of mess them up.
Right, right. and of course, they're great for magicians or whatever. I carry balloons in mine. So,
I know, that's hilarious. I need the strongest case ever. What are you protecting? Balloons.
Dude, true story. Years ago, I was flying through Madrid, Spain, and I had, the giant climb inside balloons that I have. Dude, I carry those on me. Like I put them in my carry-on. If I didn't do that, I would strap them, tape them around my body. They're that important because you can't find them anywhere. So I was doing a tour of shows in Europe and stuff, and you got to keep them on you. So anyways, I have this Pelican case, and it's about half full with these big giant balloons. And I'm like, man, I really hope these security people in Spain don't go crazy over these because they don't know what they are. So he goes, and I know just a little bit of Spanish. I know enough Spanish to be dangerous. And he picks one up and he goes, ¿Qué? And I'm like, globos, which is Spanish.
Balloon. Yeah.
And he goes, globos? And he starts to unfold it.
Yeah. Goes, because it's the big one.
Yeah, it's the big one. He goes, globos más grande. And I'm like, muy grande. And he just smiled real big and he just put it back in. I'm like, he didn't even ask.
That's true.
Ask what it was for. But yeah, I have these cases that carry, balloons in my socks and, that sort of that's what I put in there. But
I have the weirdest stuff in my case when we go to the airport.
Yeah.
I think you and I did a video once trying to see who had the weirdest thing in their luggage.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. And I don't know. I think it was a toss-up. I think I had bullwhips and giant cards, giant balloons. You've got a jar of jelly beans this big.
Yep. Big jar of jelly beans and all sorts of stuff. We both have giant inflatable magic wands.
It's 12 feet long.
Right.
So, yeah, those are fun. Oh, my gosh. Well, before we got distracted with Pelican cases, I was actually remembering my horrible Irish accent. I was reminded that I did one of those 23andMe tests, and I'm 40% Irish British. What? Yeah.
We didn't think that at all.
No, but this is the kicker. You're going to, this is not a surprise. Maybe it is, but 30% French German.
Really?
Yeah. That's where the beard comes from, man. It's German.
Wow.
And the bacon gut,
And the rest is, I'm trying to do math, 40, 30, that's 70%. So the other 30% is just all Oklahoma.
Native American is some of it. I got a large dose of the Neanderthal.
Oh, nice.
Gene, which
I can see
I don't really know how I feel about it. But it is what it is. You can do these DNA tests now for your dogs. Did you know
I saw that, yeah. Which I'm like,
are you gonna do?
Is that gonna change the dog's life? Katie wants to. I'm like, oh, did you know you're a quarter Pomeranian? Well, that changes everything.
I want to do it for Ace, but I'm like, he's an Aussie, man. I mean, what else is in there? I don't know.
Yeah. Ace is like 90% Aussie and 10% energy.
Oh my god. He was like, this morning he wouldn't stop barking, man. I was on the porch and actually I was doing some meditation, some headspace, right?
Yeah.
And apparently I just picked the wrong time to try to do. And I like to do, sit on the porch and, just kind of, sitting meditation. It's quiet, right? It's good.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden a cat just walks across the yard and Ace absolutely loses it. Yeah. So I put him inside and I go back to sit down, and then all of a sudden a giant sewage pumping truck pulls over here. Yeah, our sewer, and I'm actually looking at it right now. They're still the sewer is busted over here, and and then a school bus. The road was closed, so he had to pull in, and then beep beep beep.
You're like, I'm trying to be peaceful.
I'm trying to meditate.
I'm trying to center my chi.
And and then a semi rolls down, and it's just and I just sat there and I went through it. I did it.
You went through. I can't think of how many times.
Still a little jittery.
Still a little jittery. Keith, I can't tell you how many times you and I have been on the phone and you've been like, gotta go, Ace is loose. Gotta go chase Ace. Bye. And you just hear ar, 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 and someone yelling in the background.
He is a working dog, which means that they were bred for the farm. They were bred to go after things. That's what's in his DNA. So there's nothing I can do about it. I don't care what Cesar says or any other dog trainer in the world. He's gonna be himself, right?
You need to exercise him 45 minutes
a
day.
We do. That's the thing. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's that's where he gets his strength.
It's right now he's laying.
Hey, wait. Can you see him?
Yeah, he's looking at me right now, and he's like, "I know you're talking about me."
Well, first of all, do your impression of Ace. Let's see your face, your Ace face.
My Ace face?
Yeah, you were just doing it. Yeah. Okay, now get Ace. Let's see him. Let's see what he looks like.
Come here, Ace. Come here, bud. He's in docile mode right now.
Oh, is he?
Come here,
We're gonna get him all hyped up.
Come here.
Oh, here he comes.
You want to
there
say
he
hi?
Is. Hey, Ace. Hey, buddy. You want to see Lacey? Where's Lacey?
You heard that through the headphones.
Ace, where's Lacey? Where's Lacey?
Where's Lacey?
Look at him.
Looking out west. He
knows. He knows
that she's in California.
That's the estranged husband of my dog.
Yes. They got married in
November?
Nevada? Yeah, November.
In Nevada. They got married in Nevada like a lot of people do.
That sounds like a great love song right there. We got
married in Nevada, yeah.
Nevada in November.
Oh, Nevada in November. That sounds like a Hallmark movie.
I was thinking more like a Counting Crows song, but
long December, Nevada in November.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
One more thing about Ace I'm having a hard time with. He's figured out how to open the front door now. So
wait,
the
what?
screen door,
Hold on, wait. How does he do this?
The screen door doesn't latch properly.
Oh, okay.
So
he didn't figure it out. You just didn't fix it.
Well, it's
crazy. The doors just open all the time. He figured it out.
He stays there. He realized that. But if he wants out, he's like, I'm out. So yeah. Anyways, whatever.
Keith, I'm remembering that yesterday we were showing. We said we were going to show magic tricks,
and
so
I did most of them.
I did.
You did an amazing one. You did the floating mint thing, which was unbelievably awesome.
Well, but then you did a bunch, 4 others, and I didn't do any. So I promised I'd show another magic trick today. I know, right? I do it with an iPhone. Ooh.
That's gonna be real clickbait. Rubber pencil magic trick.
People are gonna be like, "You got to go watch this." You got to see how he does it. So I brought a trick. Would you like to see it?
Of course.
And this works out good today because, we're talking about, it's Saturday, and we're talking our theme today is boredom busters.
Yes.
What do you do when you're bored? Well, as a kid, I didn't get bored too often because I was always doing magic. So whenever I didn't have anything to do, I'd go work on a magic trick. So I thought this is a good boredom buster. It's a trick you can do at home. You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Oh, it uses a domino. All right.
Big domino.
It's a really big domino. I made this domino. You can make one. It's just poster board. And you get a black marker, and you're going to draw some dots on it. So here, let's see if I can do this with the mic. You're going to draw some dots on it. On the first side of your piece of paper, you're going to use a permanent marker. You're going to draw 6 dots, okay? Then turn it over. On the second side, you're going to draw 3 dots. Then you turn it over again. Now, when you get to the third side, you're going to draw 4 dots. And then on the last side of your piece of paper, you just draw 1 dot, and then you're ready to learn the trick. You ready to learn it? Again, you do 6 dots on this side, 3 on this side, 4 on this side, and 1 on that side. Are you ready to learn the trick, Keith?
Yes, but
okay. Raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. We have to take the magician's oath.
Okay.
Say, I promise.
I promise.
Once I learn the trick.
Once I learn the trick.
That Taylor's about to teach.
I
won't put on a mask.
I won't put on a mask.
Get my own Netflix special. And tell everyone how it works. Okay, great. Okay, so here's the secret. There's only 5 dots. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. 1
I see what you did.
So yeah, the other side has 2 dots. Yeah. So when I said there's 4, I just cover this one up with my hand. It never goes away. It just stays under my hand. It looks like there's 4. And when I said there was 6, I just cover the empty space, right? Now, I know that seems weird because, like, when I say there's 6, you go, oh, there's a dot under his hand. And I say there's 4, you go, oh, there's nothing under his hand. Trust me, if your family's like mine, you can do this all day long. How many dots do you have on this side, Keith?
Well, there's 2 right now, too.
There's 2. That's right. There's 2. There's only ever 2. 1 here and 1 in the center. If you want it to look like there's only 1, you take your left hand, you cover up that one. You can't see it. And if you want it to look like there's 3, you take your right hand and you put it here. Okay? Now, before you run home and try this, I've got to warn you, someone's going to catch on. It's probably going to be an older sister or an aunt, never an uncle. Don't worry about him. If they say there's only 5 dots, just move your hand and show them you have 6. Okay? That's all you have to do. And then on the other side, if they say there's only 2, you just move your hand and show them you have 3. If they still don't clap, you can tell them there's 8 on the other side. It's completely up to you. Magic time!
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Clap.
Oh.
How many times have you performed that trick?
I have been doing that trick since I was 11 years old.
What?
And I am now 23. So let's see. I'm not 23. I've actually been doing it more than 23 years. I am 38. So I've been doing that trick for 27 years.
Wow. Now, let me ask you this. Was your domino smaller back in the day, or were you like...
It was. No, it really was. I had a smaller version of that trick. It was a little different.
That's such a good trick.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
I love it. Yeah, I think we were talking earlier about that trick before we went on air, and you were like, "Don't you do that?" And I'm like, "No, I don't do that." And you're like, "Why don't you do that trick?" It's like, "Because you do it."
Oh, it's a great trick.
It is a great trick, and now you guys can all learn how to. Now that you know how to do that trick, it's so easy, right?
Yeah, everyone's gonna be in the comments like, "But wait, hold on!" Like at the end, you said you were gonna show it.
You were gonna do it, but you could still do half that trick, and it's still
you can.
Yeah, half that trick. Totally. And a matter of fact, I remember you used to have a DVD.
Yes.
Didn't you teach that trick on there?
I didn't teach that trick. That trick, the first half of the show is performance, and that's on there. But then I teach you like a bunch of other tricks on there.
Because I feel like my kids watched that DVD years ago, and then they had made those or something like that.
Yeah. Well, you'd make it to do the first part of it. Yeah.
Right. Very good. Very good. Are those DVDs still available for purchase?
Why, yes, they are at taylorhughes.com.
It really is a good DVD. And not only that, if it is a DVD, don't you have it available online? So if they buy it
Yes.
and it's a DVD, because kids now are like, I don't have a DVD player.
It's a digital download, or you can buy the DVD and they make great coasters or frisbees or middle of the night weapons if you need to attack somebody.
You can also hang them from a tree to repel birds.
That's true.
Nothing repels birds like one of Taylor's Magic DVDs. They're afraid they're going to get put in the show.
Do they have to be specific DVDs?
No.
The birds are like, Lost in Space. Oh, I hate that DVD.
I think so.
Let's go over there. They've got all the good shows.
Right? That's funny. So seriously, we didn't even plan on that. But no, for real, Taylor, they need to go check out the DVD. It's good stuff.
Thanks for the plug, Keith.
Hey, not a problem. That's what we do on the Woe Show. We just want to be helpful.
That's great. I like that Ace was being so quiet until we started riling him up.
Yeah.
And now he's ready to go.
Now he's just gonna bark.
What are some other things? What is some stuff you would do when you were bored and you didn't know what to do?
Oh man. Let's see.
Boredom busters.
You know, it's funny. It's kind of a catch-22 for me. We didn't have a lot of money growing up. And so I mean, we had toys and stuff like that, but man, when we were kids, all these really cool toys started coming out, like G.I. Joes.
Oh yeah,
and all these things. And man, G.I. Joes were not cheap, you know.
No.
And so it's funny when you ask me how did I keep from being bored all the time. I was trying to figure out ways to make a little extra money to go get.
You're like starting a little business.
Dude, you know, it's funny because, you know, people talk about being entrepreneurs and it's like a really hot thing right now or whatever.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
I've been hustling since I was a kid. My first business was selling fireflies and butterflies in baby food jars.
You would catch them?
Yeah, somebody gave me a little net from KB Toys.
Okay, I remember KB Toys.
And I started catching these fireflies, and I'm like, these are awesome. I'm like, you know, I could sell these as night lights. And so I got a bunch of what do you call it? Baby food jars from people in the neighborhood, and I started like poking holes in them, putting fireflies in them and stuff like that. And people bought them, man.
Did they really?
Not like a ton of people, but I think like people are like, okay, that's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. You know, it's like you can't resist a cute kid trying to make a little.
We had a mistletoe tree across the street from our house, and I'd throw a baseball bat up there and then tie a ribbon on it, call it done.
Dude,
Christmas time.
Seriously, man. You know, it's funny you should say that because I don't know if we've ever talked about that, but we did that back in high school. I was
really?
my brothers and sister. Yeah, we were like, hey, you know, let's make a little extra money. And so when I was like 17, I took my brother and sister and their little friends, and we would go and I would go get the mistletoe. They would tie it up with ribbon, and then they were cute little kids. So I would take them to the nice neighborhoods, and we did $3 a sprig or 2 for $5, bro. And, you know, we just go till we were out, and then I'd take them all out for ice cream.
That's so funny, man.
So I've actually been thinking about doing that this year because I've got a bunch of cute little nieces and nephews that
sending them around his house.
Would you like to buy some mistletoe?
I like that we're not recommending all of these ideas. We're just telling you things we did when we were a kid.
Yeah,
so
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you that I realized that there wasn't much money in fireflies and moths in a jar, but there was more money in aluminum cans.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not going to tell you guys that, you know, we had dumpsters in our neighborhood that, you know, you could go in there.
Yeah.
You could find cans and you could throw said cans out and get a huge, big 55-gallon barrel. And it was enough for like 3 G.I. Joes. So, you know, yeah.
I used to dig in my mom's couch, like, for change. We would dig for change, and I somehow always found enough change to buy a burrito at Taco Bell. It was like 68 cents for a burrito or whatever. And I would every day in the summer just dig around and like, yeah, I got enough. And I'd walk to Taco Bell, eat my burrito, felt like a king. Because I mean, one burrito, but you could have as much mild sauce as you want. I was just slapping that mild sauce on there.
Dude. Oh my gosh, dude, check this out. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Where do you guys think Keith's going? I don't know. I don't know where he went. What if he's not going to get something? He just had to go to the bathroom, and this is his way of sneaking to go to the bathroom.
I found this at the grocery store the other day.
Yes, I love it.
Taco Bell mild sauce, and it, dude,
it's so good.
You know I'm not a huge fan of Taco Bell anymore, and I'm not a huge fan of McDonald's. But I'll tell you this: there's something nostalgic about Taco Bell sauce. And for me at McDonald's, it's their barbecue sauce, the chicken nuggets and the barbecue sauce.
Oh, yeah.
And
here's what's sad is I went last week, bought one of those bottles at the grocery store, and mine's gone.
You bought one of these? Oh, my gosh. Do you know they have the chips now? Have you tried the chips?
No, they're Taco Bell chips?
Yeah, they're Taco Bell flavored chips. And they're not great. They're really not great. But what's really funny is my entire family, the whole time, we were all like, these are not very good. But we ate them all, and they were just like all gone, right? We're like, why?
So funny, man.
Why? But oh my gosh, you know, seriously though, talking about boredom and stuff. I mean, gosh, for real. This is like for real. I just liked digging holes, man. And what's funny about it, and my mom, if she's listening to this, which she probably will, we weren't allowed to dig holes in our backyard because my dad was a preacher, and we lived in what's called a parsonage, which means it's a house that belongs to the church.
Yeah.
Let us stay there while we were living there.
Okay.
So, you know, we would only be there for a few years, and then, you know, the next preacher would move in. And so my mom would never let me dig holes because she's like, that's not good for the yard, you know.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the church had a cemetery.
No.
Don't dig in the backyard, kids.
No. But I think I told this story actually on another episode a couple of weeks ago or whatever. But remember me and my buddy Brad, we were digging holes out behind their shed, and they were afraid the building was going to start like. Yeah. But yeah, so me and Brad would dig holes.
I got. Okay. Yeah.
No, I just totally remembered that. I think we actually did a time capsule in 1988 over there, and I forgot about it. But I don't know.
Wait, is it in your neighborhood?
Not in mine. It's in Texas, man. It's in White Deer, Texas right now, but I don't know where we would have put it.
Dude, you need to find that time capsule.
I know, but I don't know where. I mean, like,
we'll open it on YouTube. That would be amazing.
Would, but I don't know what we did with it. Maybe we buried it behind that shed.
Oh man,
that's gonna be so awkward, Taylor. Be like, hi guys.
Hey guys. Well, if you knew it was there, it wouldn't be as awkward as you're like, hold on, I think it's here. Nope, maybe here.
I just remember that, like, we wrote down things like the biggest movie at the time was Batman.
Oh, that's funny.
With Michael Keaton, Batman. That Batman. Not.
I loved that movie.
Batman.
When I had that on VHS, and it was back when when it was a really good movie, they'd have like a hard plastic case, like not the ones that, you know what I mean, like the legit, like it was like a Pelican case for a VHS.
Yeah.
And I had that movie, and we had a party. My parents had a party at my house, and the next day the movie was gone. Someone stole it, and I never found it again. I was so sad.
That's a sad loss.
If only Batman came for real and avenged the loss of my VHS. That would have been good.
Or you could just buy another one on eBay.
That's true. Yeah, most definitely.
I could just buy you one on eBay and send it to you. Actually, this is the kind of friends that we are, because I was like, I found something and I was like, I really wanted to buy it for you, Taylor, because I'm like, it had two things that you love the most.
What?
It's a pin that you put on a jacket or whatever, but
okay.
it was
Thundercat
sword, but it had the power glove as like the blade, right?
Yeah.
We were just on whatever episode we were just talking about
both of those. Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to buy that for Taylor, but like, number one, I don't know what he would do with a pin. All right.
Yeah, right.
Or where you would put it, and
where am I going to put it? Yeah,
I don't really want to spend $10 on you for that.
Right. Well, Yeah, you text me the picture of it.
I just sent you a picture.
And I got just as much joy out of seeing the picture. I told you that. I was like, I got just as much joy out of seeing the picture as if you would have actually given me this thing.
Dude, yeah.
I'm glad we're those kind of friends.
Yeah, I think we should do that more often. We should let's just agree right now here on this episode that let's just not buy each other anything else.
Right.
Just send pictures whenever we see it, you know?
Hey, Keith, I found these playing cards.
Okay.
They're really cool because they're very visual from stage. I mean, look how big the pips are on the cards. You see how they're much larger.
Hang on, you used a magic word that I don't know if people know what that means.
Oh, the pip is like the corner. See how big? It's much bigger. I wish I had a regular card to show you, but they're much bigger. Anyway, I saw these. I thought you would like them. But then I just bought them, and I'm going to show them to you and keep them.
Very nice. Just to me. Oh, I had a question. Our friend Siegfried
Tieber.
Yes. He had an Instagram post the other day that I thought was quite interesting. Did you see the one on the 4 kings and who the 4 kings were?
No.
He wrote, I guess he found in a book, because he's he's level 5.
Yeah.
He's deep into the wizardry. But so when he gets bored, he reads books.
Right.
How bored is that? And which I'm kidding. I love to read books.
Books are good. Books are good.
We're not downplaying books.
On the Low Show, we encourage you to read books.
Which actually, when you get bored, that's a great thing to do, is to read books.
That is a great thing to do.
I'll even show you what I'm reading right now. Children of Dune.
Oh, yes. You told me about this.
I'm continuing on with the Dune series. But anyway.
So tell us about Siegfried.
Yeah, he was saying somewhere on it that I guess that the 4 kings in the deck represented, like, I think Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not.
That's fascinating, though.
But I thought that's pretty cool. So I'm wondering, like, who the 4 queens would be, you know, and who the 4
Beyonce,
Taylor Swift,
the actual queen of
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth, yes,
and Queen Latifah,
fetching Mrs. Hughes. Oh, Queen Latifah, yeah,
or the fetching Mrs.
I love that we're doing an episode on boredom, and we've had so much fun that we haven't talked about it at all. We've got 2 minutes left. But we did have a good idea. Yes. If people are bored right now, if they're like, oh, the Woe Show is coming to an end for the day, what do I do to pass the time?
Well, number one,
subscribe
to the channel, tap the bell for notifications, and binge watch all these episodes.
Right. Look at that. Nice plug.
I think this is, let's just say this for right now. I believe this is episode 42, Taylor, that we're recording. That means that there's like 41 other episodes. So if you're bored.
Right. So if you want to hear more conversations where we don't actually talk about the thing we said we were going to talk about. We're talking about boredom. This is great. You're right.
Bored, get on the phone with a friend and kill some time, man. That's what I'm talking about. But we do have a really great idea that you can do.
Yes.
Boredom. So Taylor, go ahead and tell them about it.
Get a jar.
And
write down a bunch of different activities, things that are even things that you don't do all the time that would be fun. It could, a jar like that.
Yes.
And feel it. Don't fill it with money. That's great.
This is my life savings.
It's funny because it's true.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah. But fill a jar with ideas of different activities or things that you could do. And it could be anything from playing a board game to, going riding your bike.
Mm-hmm.
I had someone post today on Instagram. I thought it was, or on Twitter. They were talking about how their kid was saying they were so bored and they told him to go ride their bike. And 5 minutes later, the kid rode the bike back up to the house and said, "I'm having the best day of my life," and rode away again. Like sometimes you just need to go outside and do something.
Dude, that's so funny, man. Yeah, I had a lot of nervous energy this morning, so I hopped on my bike. Actually, my bike is buried in the garage still, so I grabbed my daughter's bike, which doesn't look like a girl's bike. Okay, it's not like, and even if it did, I wouldn't honestly care.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Because, look, a guy like me riding a little girl's bike, that doesn't look suspicious at all. But
be like, it's not your bike. Bring it back. I think you stole that bike.
Actually, in my neighborhood, I've seen that several times, and I'm like, I don't think that's your bike there, buddy. But no, I was regretting my decision about halfway up this hill. I was like,
oh, riding the bicycle?
It's a bad idea. And then I realized that it just rained and there were puddles everywhere. So
that's fun though. That's an adventure, Keith.
Sure, it is. So you get a big jar.
Yeah.
And you write down things. So you kind of got to prep for a day, right?
Yeah. You got to take some time. One of your board activities could be writing down other activities.
Ooh, yes.
Just write down ideas of things that you could do that would be fun, you know?
All right. So why don't you guys leave in the comments an idea for something that you would do on a day that you're bored? And then how about one of the things they could do if they don't have a jar, if jars are just too hard to come by? Or maybe you're seeing this video later on after the apocalypse, right? And you're stuck in a bunker somewhere.
Right. This would be priority number one in that scenario would be
right. And for some reason, the archives of the Woe Show are still available.
It's all that survived of history.
It's all.
And further generations won't know about the Constitution.
They won't know. They won't know that I was voted the most handsome man alive by all the celebrities.
Maybe we should start adding little things like that. That's pretty much what historians did, right? Like kings would hire people to write their story, and that's what we know as history today.
That's exactly right, man.
Make me look great. Call me Alexander the Great.
Let's just scrap the whole Woe Show altogether. Let's just this is it, man.
This is our whole purpose is to create our own history. I love it.
I don't know if it's wise, but it is helpful. It's original and it's really adventurous. And it's exciting. So guys, leave in the comments below what some of your favorite activities to do when you're bored. All right. Yep. That maybe you could do with your friends, your family, maybe a neighbor.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, it could be planting flowers, trimming a bonsai tree.
Something that doesn't involve agriculture.
Do a hot sauce challenge, right?
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. Brush your beard 100 strokes.
I don't think they have a beard, Keith.
I bet you there are some kids out there that have beards.
What if our audience only consists of men with beards?
I wouldn't be surprised. If you're a man with a beard and you're watching right now, let us know.
Well, tune in tomorrow for grooming tips with Keith. Actually, friends, we'll be back here on Monday morning, and we cannot wait to see you then. But go out there, do something fun. And if you can't think of something fun to do,
text us. We'll tell you what to do.
Yeah. How do they do that?
Yeah. Text us on the WOA line. I believe it is at 502-509-WOA.
There you go.
509 WOA.
Whoa. 502-509. I forgot. Like I got confused.
Yeah, it's okay.
Whoa.
It'll be scrolling at the bottom here. You can check it out. But send us a
text.
text.
There it goes.
Oh, hey, just in closing, I was going to say this. We did get a text the other day. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll look this up. We'll share it on Monday's episode. How's that? Guys,
friends.
Thanks for watching. Enjoy your Saturday. Have fun. And we love you. Thanks for watching The Woe Show. And we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.